Why Kazuya Mishima is important in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Kazuya Mishima from the Tekken series has arrived in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. His arrival has caused a stir within the Smash community because he came with a mass deconfirmation of possible fan favorite fighters. Also, his radically different fighting style is somewhat unprecedented in the Smash community. But he is important and a really big part of the game's legacy. Since 1994, the Tekken series has revolutionized the art of fighting games by introducing the third dimension, especially in Tekken 2 and 3. Namco has created one of the most popular fighting games of all time. At a time of stylish 2D fighters, Tekken went out of its way to try a new style that was shown with Virtua Fighter a year before. Using simple directional inputs and 4 face buttons that represent the 4 limbs of a fighter, the simple control style appealed to players both in the arcade and on home consoles. These simple controls could be used to create a series of moves called combos that lead to a player winning a series of matches. Also, players could move in the third dimension using sidesteps and interact with the environment, which began in Tekken 4, that immerses them within the world of Tekken. The Tekken series has created 9 mainline series games that revolve around the story of the Mishimas and their accursed bloodline. The story of Tekken begins in the childhood of Kazuya Mishima, where he is thrown off a cliff by his father, Heihachi. During this point in time, he encounters a being called Devil, which provides him with a devil gene that gives him special abilities. When Kazuya grows into an adult, he defeats his father in the King of Iron Fist tournament, throws him off a cliff, and becomes the head of the Mishima Zaibatsu. Following that, Heihachi survives and manages to reverse the cycle by defeating Kazuya and reclaiming the Zaibatsu. He then throws Kazuya into a volcano so to ensure the latter's death. In the next 20 years, Jin Kazama, the son of Kazuya Mishima and the deceased Jun Kazama, combats the evils of his bloodline by fighting against his father, who survived being thrown off a volcano, and his grandfather. During this time, however, Jin disappears due to a mysterious incident. This leaves a final battle between Kazuya and Heihachi to decide who lives and who dies. Eventually, Kazuya defeats Heihachi, leaving him as the ultimate victor in their long feud. The story brings with it predictable tropes that showcase how the games are mainly fighting games with stories added on top. Per installment, except for the tag games, adds something to the lore, no matter how over the top, to keep things interesting. It makes sure each player has something to look forward to while practicing their techniques. It's seen in how the games start with a little story, eventually become too serious, and then become so crazy, so over the top, that even Street Fighter characters jump in to join. However, despite this, the story of the games provides a greater incentive to the characters that players may or may not choose. It showcases character motives and adds traits that reflect not only their fighting style, but also their personalities. In this way, it adds a certain level of depth to the fighters of Tekken. This added story depth is also a good reason as to why Kazuya was chosen in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Kazuya Mishima, the son of Heihachi, the father of Jin Kazama, and the main character of Tekken. He is both its hero and its villain, as his journey across the mainline series led him to become both. Fueled by what his father did to him in his childhood, Kazuya became a fighter that was worthy to become the King of Iron Fist. His best attributes are his overwhelming strength and the Devil Gene, a special ability that allows him to become the creature called Devil. In gameplay, he has heavy moves and a stance called the Wave Dash, allowing him to access a variety of martial arts techniques. In his Devil form, he can fly and shoot lasers from his forehead. The Mishima bloodline also allows him to create electric shocks from his limbs, adding damage to his opponents when hit. However, these specific attributes don't answer the following questions. Why Tekken? Why Kazuya for Smash? For starters, the Tekken franchise remains as one of the most popular franchises in gaming that wasn't in Smash. Currently, the series has sold over 50 million units over the course of its near 30-year history. Additionally, it stands as one of the pillars in the classic fighting game scene, alongside Street Fighter, The King of Fighters, Virtua Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, and even Super Smash Bros. The fact that most of these franchises have been a part of Smash stands to reason that the addition of Tekken to Smash was not a matter of if, but when. Terry Bogard, Ryu, Ken, and even Akira from Virtua Fighter are in the game as a fighter, as an assist trophy, as Spirit. The addition of Tekken by extension, and also Kazuya, rounds the fighting game circle out by bringing them together. A perfect explanation was given by Sakurai in the presentation video for Kazuya, that a voice from the heavens told him to include Tekken in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. A joke, as the kanji character for heaven in Japanese is used within the kanji characters of Nintendo. The inclusion of Tekken narrowed the choice of fighters down to 3 main characters. We have Heihachi, Kazuya, and Jin, with the central focus of the series story being on these 3 characters. Their character traits would be the qualifying factor on their inclusion. Beginning with Heihachi, his inclusion as a Mii Fighter costume in Smash 4 shows that there is interest in his character. His strong and charismatic personality, while also being one of the strongest fighters by story in Tekken, also aids in the interest. However, as Sakurai pointed out, his relatively grounded nature in fighting, meaning that he stays on the ground and he has no other special abilities, made him difficult to play as in Smash. So, he was relegated to a background character in the Mishima Temple stage and a Mii Fighter costume. On the other hand, Jin wasn't that talked about by Sakurai much, but looking at Jin's gameplay from the series, it's clear that implementing him was harder than Kazuya. Jin also had the Devil Gene, which allows him to maneuver around the stage like his father. However, in the mainline series games, he loses control of the Devil Gene. By extension, his fighting style completely shifts when he uses that form. Instead of using the Kazama style, he uses the Mishima style of fighting. With the level of detail that Sakurai and his team would add onto their projects, it's clear that they would have seen this small issue and would realize that in order to implement Jin, there will be a lot of difficulty in implementing both his styles. If they chose to compromise and just fit one style for the other, then they wouldn't be faithful to the fighter's original game. Kazuya's various abilities, which help him move in the realm of Smash, consistent fighting style, and importance to the story, edges him out against his family members. And it's pretty clear why Sakurai and Harada chose to include him. The addition of Tekken into Smash adds onto the legacy of a game that truly embodies its title. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the culmination of a franchise that has evolved during its lifetime. From a simple Nintendo crossover fighting game, it has turned into a gigantic celebration of the world of gaming. With each additional fighter and with each additional franchise, Super Smash Bros. Has turned into a place where people could bond and share their love for the games that influenced them the most. Truly, the slogan, "Everyone is here," wasn't just an afterthought, it was the driving force for the game. With Kazuya as the penultimate fighter, in what is most probably Sakurai's last Smash game for the foreseeable future, there is no doubt in my mind that the next fighter could be completely amazing or completely disappointing. However, the dedication and determination that Sakurai and his team have shown throughout the years are something that I personally appreciate and cherish. I am grateful to have seen this amazing experience throughout its end. And that's why when that last character is going to be named, it's going to be amazing. So I'm gonna leave you with this though. There's only some people that could fit that final spot. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, share this video if you really liked it. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day.